everyone, and welcome to another YouTube short brought to you by the K&K Sports Show. I am Kenny, aka the Fraud Slayer, and I'm here with my usual suspect and teammate from the K&K Sports Show, Mr. Kurt Valenti. Kurt, how are you today?
I'm doing good, Mr. Kirkpatrick, but I wonder if Patriot fans are doing a little better than you and I today with the breaking news yesterday of Mr. Cam Newton signing a one-year deal with the New England Patriots. What are your quick thoughts about that?
Big news. They Patriots found a way to get themselves back in the news, and hey, former MVP, what do they have to lose? You know, they have a couple quarterbacks that you don't know anything much about. Well, you know about Brian Hoyer, what he is, but Jarrett Stidham, it gives him a wake-up call now. Hey, produce. I would not want to be a Bills fan, Jets fan, or a Dolphins
Well,
fan.
that was where I was going to go. Are they the
I was going to
favorites
throw
right
that
now?
back at you. Yep, I was going to throw that back at you.
Yes, they're the favorites. Yep.
You got to make them the favorites, right?
I'm going to say I still think if you're going to tell me best quarterback, I would still say Cam Newton's the best quarterback in that division. And of course, I'm going to say Bill Belichick's hands down the best coach in that division. So best coach quarterback combo again. Yep. I'm going with New England.
And the contract they gave him was an incentive-laden contract. Was $1 million league minimum, 1.5.
One point. It's like a little more than $1 million, and it could go up to 7.5 with the incentives, which is insane because you just said it. He's an 2015, he was the NFL MVP.
Yeah.
The thing that's kind of funny, Kenny, is I hate the Patriots, but two quarterbacks on their team I rooted for. They're on my wall. Stidham and Cam Newton. They're on my wall.
We're sharing the same mind today because my next question to you was going to be, do you think Cam Newton becomes more like a mentor type role there in 1 year to get Jarrett Stidham? Is Newton there for 1 year and two quarterbacks on Auburn has got to help, Jarrett Stidham with another quarterback from Auburn. Though I find they're going to be, I'm not saying best of friends, but there's got to be some kind of camaraderie there.
Yeah,
with them
yeah. It's funny, like you said that. Like there's the terminology they both played under Gus Malzahn, so there's somehow that terminology. Again, that's not going to be McDaniel's offense, but I mean they might be able to, that was, QB power was this in Auburn. Okay, but to answer your one question about, I don't know if it's a 1 year thing. I think they're going to go year by year with him. I think if he produces, I think he's going to be the starter. I don't believe there's going to be an open competition, and I think they signed him. He's going to be the starter. Or they're going to give him every opportunity to be the starter. I mean, if he shows that he's injured, he shows that he just doesn't have it, then I think they'll go with Stidham, or Hoyer. But I think, I think it's more than a long run. I think they're going to win, Kenny, and I want to run by a couple things for you. Skill positions for New England. Sony Michel, James White, Rex Burkhead. That's not a bad three-headed monster for a running back, is it?
Three-headed monster.
Okay.
We all know what James White can do. Rex Burkhead when he's healthy. And Sony Michel, I was high on when they drafted him from that. You know how the Georgia running backs are in the NFL.
Right. Now you got
your three-headed monster to have.
Your three receiver set: Julius Edelman, Mohamed Sanu, N'Keal Harry. Still pretty damn good. Sanu is a number two.
With a quarterback, I'm high on N'Keal Harry this year.
Yeah, as your number three. I mean, speedster out of Arizona. He was the Arizona State kid, right?
Yep.
Arizona State kid. Listen. This team's going to win, and it's where, getting back to the whole Brady thing. I mean, I would say they're going to go further than they did last year. They won the division. They played in that wild card game. Tennessee upset them. I think they get to the second round of the playoffs this year. I think they get to the divisional round, whether it's a bye or they win in that wild card game. I think they're going to win.
I agree. I'll go back to the Cam Newton thing. I give the guy a lot of respect. You're coming in after Tom Brady. You're taking every chance to get booed out of the league if you don't produce in New England. So that's telling me, with the small amount of money he took, that he's ready to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he wouldn't go to New England for this short of money, if he felt he couldn't come back and prove something for the year after. We're talking 2021 season.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about this year. It's all about New England. Next year, he's going to be a top free agent again. The year after, I think he's going to have a big bounce back year. I think they're going to say there's going to be a quarterback competition just to throw it out there and be in the news, but I don't think they signed Cam Newton to sit on the bench either.
I agree.
I think they're in the perfect division where they don't need to score 30 points a game. I think they can win 20, 21 points a game with their defense, with their division. Jets and Dolphins are supposed to be towards the bottom of the league. And you got the Bills who are up and coming, and this just put a dagger and a dent in their chances of winning. Where, I'm sorry, how many years now New England's won that division?
Oh, my God. Who knows? 15?
Got to be 15, 16, right?
I think so.
Well, you can add another one now, and I'm not betting against them until somebody beats them in a year.
I totally agree. I would put my money on New England to win that division. Here's the next thing I want to get to, though, is now obviously Josh McDaniels is the offensive coordinator. I don't think you're going to see Cam Newton running the traditional New England system. I think you're going to see more of what Denver ran in 2010, 2011 when he was the head coach and he drafted Tebow. Now, is he more advanced than Tebow? Yes, of course. The guy's an MVP. But I still think you're going to see a little of that quarterback run, the quarterback counter, quarterback power, more of him on his feet. And I think they're going to be a run-first team in New England.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hit it right on the button. I think they're going to be, you said it a minute ago, three-headed monster. You got Sony Michel. Michel comes in for a series. You keep them all fresh. You bring Burkhead in to spell Michel, and James White's your third down back, which you can throw draws, little swing passes, little screens. It's going to be an old school offense, I think, in New England. And I'm not a New England fan by any means. I'm going to be excited to see that type of offense in the league. I really am. I think they got to be a run first team and let their defense stay on the field and win the games.
Yeah, and the thing with him is again, and it's where the difference of like Cam Newton and Tebow is, Cam Newton obviously Cam Newton can throw the ball, and I think what's going to happen is they're going to, defenses are going to have to say, am I going to see this, Tebow style offense with him and the running, or now are they going to come out with a little 5-wide package? I mean, again, it's not like Newton can't throw the ball. Right. Strong arm. So you're going to get a mixture now. So it's going to be like pick your poison. Whether, all right, am I going to play back? It's it's going to be. Listen, you talk to any high school coach, it's a nightmare. I'm going to spread them out. Okay, defense is playing back, 2 safeties up top. Run the ball right at them with the quarterback. Come up. Now we're going to throw. It's going to be very interesting to see what McDaniels does, what Belichick allows him to do. But listen, they can go so many different routes on this and what they want. It's going to be a nightmare. And you're saying New England's defense is still legit. So they don't have to go and say we have to score 30 points a game. They don't.
They're going to go 4-1 or 5-0 in the division again this year. That's my bold prediction. Where you asked me yesterday before this Cam Newton signing, and I really think he's going to be the quarterback. I don't think he's like you said. So this is assuming Cam Newton's the quarterback. 4-1, 5-0 in the division again. Brady used to have trouble beating the Dolphins. Well, Cam Newton may not. So yeah, I can see the Patriots going 4-1, 5-0 in the division, and then outside the division, they're a 10-6, 11-5, 10-6 team. They win the division again, hands down, and this hurts Buffalo's chances. Now I wish I had the guts to throw a little wager on them a few weeks ago when they were, not the favorite to win the division, but now their odds are going to drop significantly, in my opinion.
Yeah, and you know what? Like you're saying, I don't know. I'm happy for Cam Newton again. He was one of probably my second favorite college football players of all time at Auburn, won us a national title. But I'm glad that he automatically just didn't go and say, okay, I'm going to go be the backup in Seattle behind Russell Wilson. Like, I'm glad he waited. And listen, there were two jobs. This one and maybe San Diego, where, I mean, you could say Washington too, but they were going with
Right.
Haskins.
And he could have taken the easy way out,
Yeah,
Kurt.
yeah.
Easy way out being in Washington, not expected high expectations, and San Diego, not high expectations. Smaller markets, not going to be nationally televised. Patriots are going to get that national recognition. Huge storylines now. Newton and Brady, comparing the two. Was it Brady? Was it Belichick? I give this guy a lot of. He earned my respect.
It's
by
kind it's
signing
kind
to
of
the
funny
Patriots.
because going into last year, remember it was like, oh my God, this team, they're going to go undefeated, and even later on in the year, oh, they're going to roll over Tennessee. This whole, I mean, really, who did they lose? They really didn't lose much. So that
No.
whole team's coming
And you
back.
don't-
Personally, Cam, I know people might go and say I'm crazy for saying this, but Cam could be a huge upgrade over to what Brady did last year. I mean, teams were begging from that last couple games in New England and the Tennessee game. They were begging Brady to throw the ball. He couldn't throw the ball. And so now you got that New England defense, you got Belichick, you got this creativity on offense with Cam Newton. Listen, they're back. They're back.
Their back is right.
They're back.
And you know what? A week yesterday, like, all joking aside, we don't know what Jarrett Stidham was going to be. He never played a game, besides preseason.
Yep.
What has he done? So that was a huge question mark going into the season. And I would have ranked New England's quarterback situation last in the NFL, underneath Haskins and everybody, but with the chance to move up. But to start the season, they would be at the very bottom. Now they moved up to about the middle range, 15 to 17 range in the NFL quarterbacks. And that's a big leap from a day ago. They moved up about 15, 16 spots, in my opinion, just by that one signing. And I think that's all you need in New England in a weak division to take at least the division. Don't know how far they're going to go in the playoffs, but I could see them winning that division hands down. Until somebody knocks the king off the throne,
They're the
you
king.
got to go with the king.
No, I 1000% agree with you.
You got to bet the Patriots.
It was a no-brainer. I think it was a no-brainer for both sides, New England and for Cam. No-brainer. I'm just going to be interested to see what they do. Where I would be shocked if they're running the original system with the crossing routes, and I just would be shocked on that. I think it might be like a hybrid where that little concept comes in, but they're more of, using his legs and using the QB power. And I mean, that's what made Cam. Cam never scared anybody by throwing the ball 40 times a game and trying to win a shootout, just throwing the ball.
No.
But now, that's going to be a problem because as much as I don't like Josh McDaniels for how bad he was as a Denver head coach, I think he may be the best offensive coordinator in football. I do.
He's good. There's some good ones out there.
He's good. And because you know what? One week I'm going to be 2 tight ends and 3 tight ends and run it down your throat. The next week I'm going to come out 5 wide and throw the ball all over. He's very hard to scout. He's very hard to come up with a game plan because you don't know what he's going to do. And now you're giving him a player that, Brady was a one-dimensional player. This guy, can do a lot. And, hey, like I said, Denver had the number 1 rushing attack when they had Tebow, and teams knew he couldn't throw the ball, and they still couldn't stop the running game. So you got a better player than Tebow now doing that, and a similar system. It's going to be a pain in you-know-what for the NFL defenses.
Let me ask you one more question. What is your prediction on the Patriots this year, record-wise? Do they win the division? Are they fighting for the division? Is it going to be an easy division for them now? Give me your thoughts on that.
I think it'll be I think they're going to win the division. I think the Jets are going to be better than people think. I still think Buffalo is going to be respectable, especially at home. But I will say that New England will be the division. I don't think it'll be easy. I think they'll win the division, and I think they'll either get a bye to get to the divisional round, or they'll win in that first round of the playoff game and get to the divisional round. But I don't. They're not on Kansas City and Baltimore's level yet. So
No,
I would say they're not on. It still goes through Kansas City and Baltimore.
I agree. I was going to say the only thing to add before the Cam Newton signing, I was I'm higher on the Jets like you are. I think the Jets can have. This is before Cam signed. I thought the Jets had a sleeper chance to win that division with that Greg Williams calling those defenses over there. He's a madman.
Yep.
And Le'Veon Bell has a bounce back year. You run your offense around him, but and then Buffalo, I thought they were good, but Buffalo never had the pressure. But Buffalo always caught people by surprise and, small market
Right.
pressure. Now
Different
everybody's
animal.
predicting them to beat the Patriots, who's won 15 years in a row.
Yeah.
I can see Buffalo having a down year and missing the playoffs this year.
I agree.
Now, this is post Cam Newton signing.
Yep.
Dolphins are going to be right around where they were last year, 4 or 5 wins, maybe 6 wins. And I think the Patriots, before Cam signing, I was going to say about a 6-10, 7-9 record. Now that Cam signed, I see a 2 to 3 game improvement, about a 9-7, 10-6 record. But with that 10-6, 9-7 record, taking the division in a weak division.
Okay. So we got 30 seconds left. I'll let you have the final word, but I'm going to go. My question for you is going to be thumbs up or thumbs down on this move. I'm going to go double thumbs up for Cam, double thumbs up for New England. I think it makes them the favorite in the East. Kenny, final words.
Same, agree with you. And like I said, gained so much respect for Cam to go to New England over a small market. And he's going to be nationally televised following the GOAT. So anybody who follows the GOAT knows he's got to produce. So thumbs up for Cam.
I got to just say one thing. War Eagle, baby. Cam, unless it's versus the Broncos. All right, Mr. Kirkpatrick, thank you for the little breaking news little clip.
Thanks for joining our YouTube short audience, and we will see you next time.
See you on the clip and see you guys live Wednesday night.